The average person opens up Instagram 150 times a day, but that's by design. Companies, from product design, they're putting fortunes in to understand why we do what we do. If you're picking up the phone the first thing in the morning, first of all, there are these 4 primary brainwave states. Beta is what you and I are in right now, we're awake. Delta is when you're fast asleep. In between those 2 states, theta and alpha, are extremely important brainwave states for learning. So theta is the state right in and out of sleep.
The best time to program your subconscious mind is right when you wake up and right before you go to sleep. Because as you wake up and before you go to sleep, your conscious mind is dull. You know how you wake up and you're kind of groggy and you're like, what day is it? Where am I? Right? That's the best time to impress the subconscious. Right? Have you ever woken up and heard some music and then all day that music's playing in your head? That's because when you're waking up, your conscious mind is groggy, and unfortunately Miley Cyrus is on, and it programs your subconscious, and then all day you're just playing Miley Cyrus in your head.
Knowing you're in this theta state first thing in the morning, you're very suggestible, right? And if the first thing you're picking up is your phone, then that really is rewiring our brain for 2 things, the dangers. That's gonna really decrease your level of productivity and performance. Number 1, it's training you to be distracted. And we talked about that. Every like, share, comment, everything is just making you just pay attention to everything else and rewiring your brain. So when you're having a conversation with somebody, you can't even focus because you've trained your brain to do otherwise. Above theta though, is the state called alpha, right below beta where you're most aware and awake. Alpha is a state of learning. Accelerated learning. It's a state of relaxed awareness. This is a state we go into when we meditate because your critical mind is set aside and you just absorb information unconsciously. You know what puts you into an alpha state? Television. You ever notice that if somebody's watching the game or somebody's watching their favorite TV show and you're trying to have a conversation with them and they literally are in trance, they don't hear you because of television programming, which might be an interesting word, programming and putting people into a trance. But that's the alpha state. That's where information is just going inside your mind.
The programs that we got, that's the source of the problems that most of us face. Your life is a printout of your subconscious behavior. Look at your life. The things you like that come into your life come in because you have a program that supports them. But anything you struggle with, work hard at, put a lot of effort into making it happen, why you're working so hard, inevitably, you have a program that doesn't support that conclusion and you're trying to override the program. So you don't need to do a lot of shrink and psychology stuff. You just look at your life and say, where am I struggling? Because wherever you're struggling, inevitably it's a program in your subconscious that does not support that destination you've been looking for. How do you change the program? I say, how did you get the program? The first 7 years, your brain was in theta, hypnosis. So I say, you want to change the program? Every night when you go to bed, just as your mind disconnects, just as you fall into sleep, your brain is now operating in theta. So if you put earphones on your head and you play a tape, a program, a CD of what you want, as your conscious mind disconnected, your subconscious is downloading. So you just play that tape as you go to bed, and after a number of playings, your subconscious will learn the new program without even your conscious being involved. If we change our programs, we can create the exact life that you want on this planet.